Hello everyone, welcome to my stream. Today is day 5 of Advent of Code. So last time I used my grid library, but sadly I forgot how it worked. So I actually wrote some documentation for my grid library. So this is my general library, but I wrote some documentation for my grid library, and again, this is not super detailed documentation. Yeah, I know this bright color is painful to me too. I forget how to change that and yeah, but so LC grid library. I just go over the basic features. There's also support for sparse grids, but I didn't bother documenting that yet. But this is generating uh, stats grid, generating it from an array, generating it from reading from input. We have accessors, simple accessors, the read a value, bounds checking, getting the bounds, iterate. Iterate is the really powerful thing that can do a lot of fancy stuff. Neighbor finder is the other very important critical function that you can use almost all the time. Uh, so there is our debug function. It's extremely useful to see what's going on, converting back to an array. And then there's this fancy stuff, the lazy. One of the things that my library is pretty nice at, and which was very useful in previous AOCs, was these mutators that are all lazy, transpose, flipping, and rotating, basically, rather than actually changing the underlying data. It just changes a flag telling you how it was rotated. So that's I think a clever way of handling that issue. Uh, well, we have 4.5 minutes to go. And obviously setting a value. Flood fill is a convenience function. And these chord arrays, oh yeah, so the debug function also accepts a list of highlights that allows me to do what I did the last time. Let's see, I don't know if yeah, so this thing that highlights exactly where the last iteration was, that is super helpful with debugging because it makes it easy to find stuff. So that's the update on the functions I have here. Papers. Yeah. You might switch to this mode. The thing is, then you might not see all of my code, but I think that's generally fine because I don't generally use that area much. Anyway, we are almost time. We have 3.5 minutes to go. Let's see how many viewers we have. One viewer. Hi, Sparkly Dark Matter. Thank you for watching. Good luck with today's stars. Aw, that's nice of you. So, yeah, this time I'm actually gonna check who's watching. Sparkly Dark Matter, do I know you? Because it seems like it's probably someone who knows me. Or are you just being nice? Anyway, thank you for watching. And we'll see. I should have probably changed. I kind of regret doing the whole Twitch Twitch. I forget what it was. The upgrade that gave all these fancy features, but also now requires me to run stupid ads. I don't like ads. So I apologize for that. I'll check to see if I can undo that and go back to having a free stream. Oh, thank you. Thank you for watching. Again, I really appreciate it. Yeah, I've been working. So I'm kind of bummed that I mean, I totally understand why Eric removed the leaderboard, but I'm a little bummed on with that because then I have no indication on how especially fast I've done specific thing. I have a private leaderboard with people from work, but it's not quite the same. I'm gonna right before I start, I am gonna run an ad just so it won't do an ad while in the middle of coding. So apologies to everyone that have to sit through it. I recommend muting the audio and mocking the advertiser. That's what I recommend because ads suck. So I'll see you soon. Hey, let's eat. Ads suck, and I do not recommend them to anyone. Please don't watch ads. Thank you for subscribing to giving Amazon a lot of money. Actually, not thank you, but whatever. Do whatever you want. Ads suck. Hey. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Puzzle unlock. Day 5. Okay, we have numbers, big numbers. Integer ID, ingredient ID ranges, blank line, and available ID. So there's ranges that are also really big, blank line, and then ID. Cool. If the fresh ID and inclusive, ranges can overlap. Okay, I'm trying. Fresh. Okay. So how many of them are fresh? Okay, that's easy. Okay, so we're reading the ranges and we're putting them in array. Yeah, I've actually done that in the previous day when I thought it was what we needed. So, okay, so uh, match digits to another set of digits once. And now push A. We have 1 plus 1 and $2 minus 1. Now we just need to sum all the things. Yeah, so minus 1, not minus 2. And now we do another while loop here and checking the numbers. Their numbers are not in order. Let's put them in order. So let's sort them. Okay, now I can do the thing. It's while b. Okay, now while b. While a of 0 is sorry, b of 0 is less than a of 0, then $val plus equals shift a. Okay, now otherwise if dollar B is shift B. Shift $A. One. Yeah, sorry. Now B is shift $B if val is greater or equal to 0, sum plus plus. Okay, outside. Okay, let's get the demo as well because six is incorrect and uninitialized value line 11 50. Okay, B of 0. Oh wait, I need to sort A. Yes. Six. Okay, it's didn't no errors, but still wrong. Okay, debugging. What? Why is that? That makes no sense. Why is this? Oh wait, yeah, that's the first value. 3, 5, 10. One. Yeah, this looks correct. The A array looks fine. Needs to be inclusive, right? What's the problem? Wait, greater and equal? They need to be greater than 0, not greater or equal. Always greater. Now it's always 0, which is also wrong. Yeah, it needs to be. Oh, okay, yeah. Because the -1 happens. Okay. E of 0 is less than or equal to A of 0? Why? E of 0 always less than. Okay, no, is less than. That's fine. It's when it's greater than that we need to, then we have a problem. Still wrong. Okay, what? E of 0. No, the less than is fine, right? No, if we are currently at a greater than A of 0, then we need to increase A's until it's no longer the case. Yes, that is fine. But then, okay, what is going on here? Why is this not happening at all? Because A is this list, okay, and then B is the list. Usually, yeah, okay, okay, and then B, yeah, and A of 0. Oh, A of 0 of 0. That's the problem. Okay. Okay, figured it out. Remove the debugging print. Okay, and run it on the real input. Okay, correct answer. Okay, that's part 2. All the IDs that the Prussian Sure. How many are considered to be fresh according to the fresh ingredient ID range? Okay, that's easier, I think, but we have A2. A2 is the thing, and we just need to. Okay, yeah. Now, $val val sum plus equals A of 0. Then val plus equals A of 1. Right? Of 0 minus pref. Is A of 0 val 0. 0 is wrong, obviously. Oh, yes. No. Why is this? Oh, A2. Oops. 14. Okay, that's correct. Let's run it on the real input. And is that correct? Let's. Correct. Okay, done. Day 2. Hi, Dawn. Hi, Sparkly Dark Matter. And we have completed today. We got both stars. Yeah. So thank you everyone for watching. We have completed the part 2, and we have both stars. So actually, it's funny that this thing, because I've actually originally used the same algorithm on earlier day. Yeah, this one with the ranges, because I wasn't sure if the ranges here are guaranteed to be sorted and or exclusive. So I actually implemented the same simple strategy to deal with the ranges. The trick is as follows. You take a range of numbers, and the range can be translated into, and rather than code it as a range, you just say the number of ranges you're in increases at the start and decreases at the end. So what I do for every range I read, I put the beginning with a +1 at the beginning, and at the end +1, the +1 because of that's to deal with the off by 1 issue. Because it's when we move off of the thing. So the end +1, I put it with a -1. Then basically whether or not you're in a range is defined based on whether the sum of the values up to that point are positive or negative. So very important, we need to sort this array, which I forgot to do the first time. And then for part 1, we just sort these numbers and then iterate over the array to figure out if we're in or out. And basically this does almost exactly the same thing, except counting. We only iterate over array A. And just check whether or not, basically add the numbers until the previous if we are in an inclusive range. Yes, we are technically doing it too much, because if we're moving from one inclusive range to another, which is fine, we don't care too much, because that, as you can see, there is a bunch of values 0, 1, 2, 0, and it adds all of them together. Yeah, there are some cases where we have a 0 length thing that we're looking at, but we don't care. Oh, thank you, Dynamax Don, for subscribing. That really means a lot to me. And other things people say when they, yeah, thank you both of you for subscribing with Prime. It's very nice of you. I don't know if I get money out of this, it all goes to charity anyway, because I don't need money. It's so thank you for helping support trans people. I have my trans meeple shirt that I just got, but it's yeah, I mean, it's cropped out because I want you to all be able to see my awful code as well as my shirt. So let's actually, yeah, let's check in the racing code. Oh, I always try to check in my racing code as is without changes. Usually I also clean it up afterwards. Honestly, there's not much to do here today, because the main this was, I'm kind of weird because we had the thing with ranges before. I just didn't expect it to be basically, because I never actually read the full puzzle. I didn't know if the ranges could overlap in the previous days. Let's actually read the puzzle since we're here, and now that I solved it, I can actually read it. I would normally check my leaderboard position, but because there are no more leaderboards, I'll check the leaderboard from my work just to see how badly I did compared to people from work. Yeah, it's so bad that it doesn't. It doesn't even refresh yet. Rank 14, really? Wow. For part one, I think I did a little better for part two, but not that much better. Yeah, I was slow today. I'm always slow. Don't hate me. I'm not a great competitive programmer. Let's say it that way. Yeah, the one thing I can do is look at stats and see. Oh, only 1,656. That's not that much. And this is a while after I solved. So because yeah, the stats is basically the only way. Uh, the only way I know that to I know to see how many people are actually solving. So yeah, 9 minutes and 20 seconds for part one, and 13 minutes and 10 seconds for part two. So 19 minutes, and we're now at wait, no, we're 19 minutes. Yeah, we were at 13 minutes. Okay. Anyway, thank you everyone for watching. I think I'm gonna raid someone who is doing Advent of Code. Let's see who is doing. If you have any recommendations, oh, Alka I think is doing Advent of Code. Do you have any recommendations for a viewer to? Do you have any recommendations for viewers for streams that are doing Advent of Code that I should raid? I'm gonna. If not, I'm gonna grab someone, ideally someone with a low view count. Here, someone with one viewer. I always want to make sure people have that I haven't seen them, but I want to make sure people get viewers. So thank you everyone, and I will see you tomorrow. Oh, actually, tomorrow I might miss, but we'll see you. Bye bye.